Is neutral really boring? Or is it the foundation of great design that sometimes people don't understand? Today, I want to demystify a common misconception that neutral means boring. I oftentimes joke that our designs are boring, not because I actually think that they are, but we're intentional with being really neutral in our selections, our style, our color palette, because it appeals to the masses. Let me share an example with you on this one. Every year in Raleigh, there is a large parade of homes. All of the builders build their most beautiful properties and they showcase their work and what they're really doing. It's an exciting time of year. We had a builder that I absolutely adore that brought in a design team to fully furnish their home for them during the showcase experience. And let me tell you, the designs were absolutely stunning and beautiful. But the designs were very taste specific. It had this ornate sort of English charm feel with lots of patterns and colors and textures and reds and blues. And if you asked any designer, they would look at it and they would admire it because it was truly art. And people enjoyed seeing that art. But something really interesting happened. That home sat on the market longer than all the other houses did during Parade of Homes because it was so taste specific that when buyers walked in, they saw what the home looked like, not what it was going to look like when they really lived there. These are the things that we really want to think about and combat when we're actually staging, which is why we play so neutral. One of the reasons that I love this neutral palette is it requires us to push ourselves as designers. If you're going to play in whites and warms and creams, you can't just lean on fun patterns and plays to make something exciting. You have to play off of texture. You have to think about the materials that you're using, the tones that you're using to make sure they're consistent and playing together. And when you bring so much texture into a home, it translates to warmth. So think of it as that throw blanket that's draped across the sofa. Think about it as the different textures of pillows, and maybe some are velvet and maybe some are more linen. All of these little details actually translate immediately to warmth. And we have to rely on them as designers and think about them because we can't play with color as aggressively as we maybe would if it was an interior design project.
Love design, but think like a business owner? If you're ready to leave your 9-to-5 and want to do something that's buildable and scalable, check out linden-creek.com/franchise and see if Linden Creek is the right fit for you.
Do you know what I love about color? Is that there's a psychological response that happens depending on the color that's in the home. For example, red is actually known to generate anger and frustration. Yellow is something that's energizing. And so every color that you actually bring into a home is causing the people that are within the home and those potential buyers to have a certain feeling and emotion. Do you know what neutral colors do? Nothing. And that's exactly what we want them to do. We want them to be in a place of a neutral emotional zone so that when they walk in, they can build the emotions they're looking for. Because here's what's interesting. Some homeowners want to walk into their home and feel energized. They want to get excited about the space. Some homeowners walk into their home and they want to feel peace and serenity. And so when you bring a void of color and you don't force some sort of emotional response because of the color, all of a sudden now you're in a position where the buyer has the potential to paint the energy and the feelings and the emotions that they actually want for the home. The last reason that neutral is so important is it leaves a void and a way for the home buyer to actually walk in and paint their picture. They have a chance now to actually move in and be thinking about the furniture pieces, the design style, the selections that they have already in their home and how they'd want to bring them in and place them. If I've gone wild and safari themed in my living room for the design, you're going to walk in and see it and go, this says safari. You're not going to see the way your cool mid-century modern sofa is going to fit into the space. But if I've layered your living room with a simple white linen sofa and a simple linen warm colors, all of a sudden it's easy for you to translate and place your furniture in the home as you're thinking about that move-in process. This is what allows you to have success in the buying process. So neutral isn't boring at all. Neutral is the opportunity to leave an opening for your home buyer to paint the picture that they need to paint. Subscribe and let's keep the conversation going on smart, impactful designs. This is In Good Space.